Like, okay, you have agreed that the siblings won't be entitled to, but the parents. No, I mean, no. According to Farah, it's understood that once we have offspring, okay, our siblings will not be able to, but parents still have the right.
They have the right.
So the clashing point, the point of conflict. You get what I mean? Against the wife and the children.
Oh, okay. Betul. There's a share to the parents also lah.
Yeah, just give. I say the
Does
issue
it
is
apply to both female and male, or only like the father? There's no difference.
No, any issues with them actually giving, like, is there any reason why they can't give? Or to the parents?
The parents.
They can give, right? I mean, is there any, what's holding back from, no issues there, right? I mean, the parents should acquire the assets, part of the assets.
By default.
Yeah. Or are you saying somebody doesn't want to give them?
Because if the wife doesn't want to sell the share of the
house.
the
wife don't want.
Yeah, so there's a, for example, they are not in a good terms lah. This
in the first
sides.
place, in the first place, even your children doesn't have a share in the house.
If joint tenancy.
No, not you lah. I mean that situation of that person.
Yeah lah, legally no.
Yeah, legally no. I mean it's also in the fatwa lah that they acknowledge joint tenancy. So even if your children is not part of it, then what more?
It's just the wife lah.
It's just the wife lah. I don't know whether such cases, whether there are cases whereby macam, you know, they fight for, let's say they're really in need of money lah, in that sense. And then it's also it's like as if they are challenging the fatwa lah, which allows the surviving owner to acquire the unit. Yeah. But maybe, I don't know, maybe some circumstance will allow. But issue is there's a fatwa that says joint tenancy can be practiced in Singapore context. Yeah. Because in the past, people have to sell the house to give the share. Yeah.
To sell the house.
Let's say.
But if they can
buy
over, but they don't want to pay out. That's the issue, the problem.
Yes and no, because firstly to buy over it requires a lot of money.
Correct.
Yeah.
Secondly, sometimes, let's say, I give you an example. A parent passed away leaving the house. Let's say the parent did a wasiat, but appointed two out of 4 children to be joint executors. So there's a concept of joint executors. Basically, both of them have to go everywhere to do it together lah. Imagine, even between the two of them, one decides to sell to quickly settle the father's property, asset distribution. The other one says, let's wait a while more to grow the value a bit more before we sell. Even that itself is a conflict. So it's not just about whether people want to buy over. Do people want to even sell it? Maybe they just want to hold. Yeah, of course, there's a duration. I can't remember how long is it you must sell it by.
This one only if there's no wasiat lah. If they have a wasiat,
but the wasiat people.
If he have a wasiat, like the house should be given to the family. Parents cannot kacau.
But if he's sole owner, you still have to. If you sole owner meaning one name, let's say that $700,000 unit has to be treated as like a cash asset that needs to be distributed. Yeah, that's like what you say lah. Somebody buy over.
But then if they have no place to stay, we want it to make sure that the family has a place to stay lah.
Yeah. But I mean, in the first place, why are you the sole owner and everyone else is not in the house?
You're the sole breadwinner, and they can be the occupants.
Yeah. I mean, that one is usually a bit rare, whereby one sole owner, then the rest all are the family separate lah. Yeah. I mean, if let's say they have children who can work living with them, technically, they can write into HDB also lah. But definitely the asset needs to be sold lah in that sense. Yeah, need to be distributed. If not, the person who's staying in the house now owes everyone else some form of part of their distribution. Yeah.
Unless everybody agree to it lah.
Everybody, let's say they said you can keep the house. Okay.
Yeah. Can they say you keep the house, but you give me my share?
Then that's not giving. Then that is actually buy my shares out.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, this one happened. I mean, for my wife's side, my father-in-law passed away, so because she has the youngest brother has ADHD, so I think it was the wishes of the father that the house remain not sold as long as they need a place to stay lah, right? So kacau. But of course, the consensus from the two siblings was that fine. Today the house is still there and they still are living in the house, so there's no one is disputing lah. So there's no as long as the agreement is there, I think it makes sense just to make sure that family members have place to stay lah, kan. Yeah. So yeah, that is like.
But I have encountered stories whereby some cases whereby HDB actually don't really chase people out of the house, like sole owner, but then the family. I can't remember who lah.
Inherited punya property lah.
Kira kan parent pass away, then the children are in the house, but nobody came after. Yeah, and we have heard of cases also like this one was during my estate planning course, landed property. There was one case whereby the person who passed away, if I'm not wrong, it was like literally decomposed in the unit because he was staying alone, no one knows. And the only reason somebody found out was I think they were doing like those NEA inspection for, let's say, I don't know lah, maybe the what you call it, air takung got drainage. Yeah, so apparently they went in to check, then they saw someone like skeleton or
skeleton.
Because to be fair, nobody goes around to check whether every house.
Yeah.
I guess you'll be surprised how some people just don't make it. Yeah, there are
of course they got no siblings or they got no family.
no siblings and also family conflicts actually more common than we thought. Which is quite sad lah to see. Yeah, so actually honestly, if ideally everyone's like friends with one another, like meaning they don't have any form of desire to have more than others or whatsoever, actually all these issues can be prevented lah. But that's an ideal case scenario, like gold standard kind of living lah. It's easier said than done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean for me my experience a lot is the business side. Business company itself is the one that is usually not properly done lah, especially small businesses. So there's a lot of cases where the business owner pass away and then the company is not is left behind and then nobody knows about it or nobody knows how to execute or they don't know the father have how many business, right? Especially the family is not involved in the business. So there is that left the gap in the market lah in terms of the businesses inheritance and what to do, and then even those small businesses they might be having different family members inside but they don't have a proper shareholders agreement, because sometimes people just overlook lah. What company buka je then do, right? So no, family businesses sometimes they practice not to really have a proper agreement. Then when things happen, then that's where the issue come about lah. And then same lah. They just think like, oh, this one passed away already, so can we transfer the shares to somebody? Which cannot lah, because this is inheritance lah. The shares, which they don't know. Some is after a few years already. Then I got one that came to me was she asking, oh, they want to transfer the father the shares to me. They want me to come into the company, and then the father passed away like a few years ago. They say, the inheritance, I cannot just do the share transfer just like that. Although we are the corporate circular agents to do the share transfer, right? I say you can't transfer it that way, but it has to go through inheritance and all this. Then have to go back lah to the lawyers and all these things. Which then again, that there's no agreement, there's no plan of how the share is supposed to be inherited. Maybe lack of knowledge also, and lack of the in the sense also is not within the normal scope of inheritance that people look out for. Even the lawyers don't like really search whether do you have any companies that I'm supposed to like execute on, because they will do the normal, right, CPF, house and whatever, everything that is the normal personal wealth. So these are often overlooked. So I think it's good education to learn about these things and to prepare also lah. Just like we prepare for personal side, so the business side is the one that might be a bit more complicated lah to think about.
I think business is an extension lah of kita punya personal life. We need to settle our personal life first lah. Business technically it's just another asset lah.
Yeah.
So sometimes we forget that something that can be done doesn't mean it's legal or even Sharia compliant in that sense. So for example, husband passes away, wife access husband's personal account with husband's ATM.
Like if they have the access.
So logically speaking, it can happen lah. that person can withdraw, but is it legal? Possible? Is it Sharia compliant? All these things has to be thought about lah. There's so many layers. Can it be done? Is it legal? And does it clash with Allah's law? Yeah.
I mean,
So
at the end of the day, nobody knows what you leave behind. Like
we often attach to the will this thing called a schedule of assets. So what the schedule of assets is not together with the will because it's something meant for you to. Schedule of assets.
It's not necessarily like I have this. They know exactly how much you have in your bank account.
No, you don't need to indicate the amount. The schedule of assets just indicate I have bank accounts where.
Correct.
So it's to actually help the executor. Okay, the deceased leave behind this thing. I just need to look for these things. Yeah. So for example, sometimes things macam let's say a $10,000 sofa, $10,000 sofa. Technically, it's an asset. So if you sell it,
if you not the schedule of assets, then
no lah. I mean, if people know that it's there, if people know that's the person's asset, then
somebody can claim, this one I buy.
yeah, by right. We have had cases. One of the clients I went, they said, this one kalau dah mati, peti ais nak kasih balik tu. That kind of thing.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, pasal dulu masa tu dia kasih. Then the child who was there said, but I already given you what? Why are you giving me back? And why is it given after you pass away? Unless you tell me this now becomes mine, but you sewa tempat, like land the space to put, and then later after you go, I will sell it and get some cash out of it.
I think important that having the intention and the scope also lah, or involving a family member is also crucial lah. Yeah, because what I'm taught also is in terms of the liabilities also, right? Because I think that is something that you want to make clear. Like you can tell whoever, if I pass away, then you sell this asset to pay him this guy back, right? It's like you already have a plan like how to pay back this person lah in case I pass away, because there's the utang, right? So always have like a portion the asset that get paid off whatever debts you have, so at least you don't involve the family to like take over the liabilities in that sense. So there is like a proper planning lah.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. It's a fruitful session.
Does it answer your question?
Learn a lot. Looks like need to do the wasiat.
You can set appointment.
Set appointment.
Yeah, but usually it's not like one sitting lah. We sit down, know what's your asset.
Then if our liability more than for example, we owe now.
Technically not wrong lah. Technically not wrong lah.
I mean, it's a way lah. I mean, that is what I mean, that's what I learned also lah. In the sense that
have coverage to pay back.
You have to have the coverage to pay back. I mean,
but the issue is sometimes you have
proper
insurance.
Responsibility lah.
Yeah, but sometimes you have insurance, you go and nominate somebody, then the person also feel that's my money. Why should I pay off his? I think if debt more than asset, need to look into the
visa. Visa. Kena panggil accountant.
Debt. What's that?
DRS.
DRS.